Welcome to our show, Success Stories Talk Show, presented by Trident Communications. I, Alka, would like to introduce our guest for today, Azimuddin. He is a young writer who's written three books: Deep Realization, Perfect Goodness of Ghost, and Unbelievable Transformation. To know more about Azimuddin, let's welcome Azimuddin to our show. So, hello Azim, how are you?
I'm too good. What about you?
Everything's fine, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, even I am also, I would like to express my gratitude to Trident Communications and for you also for having me today. I am delighted to be here.
So, Azim, as we read in your introduction, and you have completed your BTech in computers, so what brings you to writing, and how did this journey start?
Yes, when I was doing my BTech, and I was in my second year, then I got into this research writing in technical writing field. I published several research papers. I presented them in national and international conferences also. So I was into that kind of technical writing. But later on I just realized that I can switch it to fiction writing and that creative writing. And from my schooling days itself, I have always taken part in these type of writing competitions. So that was a time from in my college days I realized my love for writing. So at that time I just switched to this creative writing, and after that I worked on some typical parameters, literary parameters that people should know, any aspiring writer should know. There are n number of tips and tricks. So I've worked on those kind of parameters, and then I just published my all the three books back to back.
So, Azim, writing is something that comes from within. Even I write, but the guts that it takes to publish a book, that's something really different. So,
Yes.
tell us something about your books like the Deep Realization and Perfect Goodness of Ghost and Unbelievable Transformation. So, just tell us something about that.
Yes. So all my three books are fictions. I have not written any non-fiction yet. Even now it's my plan to release my fourth book. Now that will be a non-fiction. I will release it in 2021. But for these books, these are all based on imaginary world, fantasy world. All are fictions. Then if I talk about this Deep Realization, then it is an emotionally charged story. It is a micro tale. It is a short story, and it creates an impressive portrayal of modern life with a touch of suspense and blood-curdling incidents. Basically, the storyline is very optimistic. It is very positive. In this, there is a boy who is very carefree, very outgoing, very immature, very fun-loving, and then his own inner transformation has been portrayed in the story. So it's all based upon self-transformation and personal development. Then if I talk about my second book, Perfect Goodness of Ghost, it is a ghost story, it is a horror story, it is a gothic fiction, I should say. So it has some kind of partial negative storyline, but the message is again positive. That is act of forgiveness. It is a clash of good over evil, and it is a clash of revenge and forgiveness also. Then I would say this is my third book. Even in the lockdown period, I have written this, and it became the bestseller first. That is Unbelievable Transformation. It is also a gothic fiction, and it is an urban fantasy basically. It is a sea journey. It is a voyage journey in which one family goes on a sea voyage. They are visiting one island, and then some shape-shifting pirates are attacking their ship. So there is a kind of inquisitive and catchy storyline. But again, the messages are very worthful. Its message is that tough times never last, but tough people do.
So now that we know, like you are writing a fourth book, so we are like waiting for that to come out, and then we'll know how that one goes. And apart from that,
Yes, I am happy.
apart from that, as you said, this last book it became the bestseller first. So, what makes a book bestseller? Like your books, like being specific, what makes them, bestseller books? And does this happen overnight?
No, obviously not. This writing field, now there is much competition in this field also. Now people are aspiring writers, writing enthusiasts, they are self-publishing their books. So now I should say there is much competition. So there are many technicalities that every new beginner must know. But if I talk about my book, that why I think this my third book has become the bestseller first, then I would say there is one aspect that I told you, that all my books are fictions, but at the same time they're having some elements of non-fictions as well. Like they have that kind of impressive, intriguing storyline, that fiction aspect, but even then they are portraying some inspirational and motivational messages also. And I think that is a big deal, to grab the audience till the last page, but to showcase some positive messages also. So I think this is one aspect. Then I should say this my third book is my lengthiest creation so far. Much technical language and extraordinary vocabulary, rich vocabulary, English idioms, advanced English aspects that I have used in this, because international audience also, they also read our books. So I think these are the two aspects that are witnessed that my book has become the bestseller.
All right. So, as you said that you had a love for writing since your childhood. So, like, it obviously developed and then the book thing happened. So, tell us something about your childhood. Like, how did you find it in your childhood? Okay, like, this is something that I would want to do.
Yes, from my schooling days itself, I have been a very academically sound student. I was fascinated by books and lot, and there is one aspect that I love about literature and writing, that literature is not short-lived. It is permanent. Even this time we read books whose authors are not alive; they have died. But even we take their own creation and we read that. So I think literature is eternal. It is not short-lived. It has the power to provide very lifelong messages that people can relate in their own life to get better, to become better version of ourselves. So this aspect I really look forward to, and this was, I should say, the inspiration was from within. But even then, these were the experiences that I cherished a lot at that time. And from my schooling, I have always participated in that writing contest. I won some prizes as well. So I think that was a great start to my writing journey.
Okay. So, since you said inspiration comes from within, so it's us who takes us forward, but we always need support. So, how did your family or your friends support you in this journey?
Yes, my family has been very supportive in this. Even I would say my mother is also a writing enthusiast. She supported me a lot. She encouraged me a lot in this field, and I should say she was also the inspiration that I got. And I would say this trait I have inherited from my mother. So that artistic nature and all. So, and even my family members are also loving my books, and even they are happy, they are overwhelmed that my books are getting good response.
There's no journey without hurdles, and even though you had a lot of support and inspiration from your family and friends, there must be challenges that you might have faced during this journey. So, can you tell us something about that?
Yes, and this is the thing that you said it very right, that this thing doesn't happen overnight. In this field, publishing a book is a very big deal. Writing a book is another thing, but publishing it is also it is not a cakewalk. It is extremely complicated process, and this. So, as far as I am concerned, I was a passionate writer. I want to become a professional writer. But there is one hurdle that I faced in this publishing industry, because I was new to this industry. I didn't know the various aspects of this, that how to get published in India. So I did faced a little bit issue in publishing process. I was searching for the best publication house. Then I got one publication house of West Bengal, that is Monomozumi Services. So all my 3 books are published under their umbrella body. They are the full-fledged publishers, and then my books are published on Amazon and Ocean Press as well. So I think this was a little bit issue that I faced. But as far as my writing process is concerned, I follow a very managerial approach. So in that, I didn't face any issue.
So, as we know about a little bit of challenge that you faced, a small challenge actually. It sounds like that, but it isn't, because the one who faces it knows it. But yes, there's this thing that you you achieved something and you got your books published, and that maybe acted as an inspiration for a second book and the third book and an upcoming fourth book. So, what would be true happiness and achievement for you?
Yes, as far as this literary success is concerned, I think literary success happens when you are getting a good response from your readers. Even I am also an avid reader. I read a lot, and only a good reader can become a good writer. So this thing goes very fine, goes with the flow. But yes, and then if I talk about simple success, then for success is just the accomplishment of short term and long term goals. For me, no matter my goal is short term or long term, or how big or small it is, I think success is just your accomplishment of your own desires, your own wishes that you want to achieve. So this message I would also like to convey, that yeah, keep hustling, keep moving forward toward your goals, but with that try to enjoy life also.
You didn't tell us what happiness would be actually.
Yeah, so relating it to this happiness word, obviously happiness is your inner satisfaction, your inner contentment, that you get when you are accomplishing your goals. So I think that is your inner peace that you get when you fulfill your own desires.
Okay. So now that we know what success, achievement, and happiness mean for you, so would you like to give us some insights about your future projects?
Yes, as I told that now my fourth book will be a non-fiction book. So I chose it because now I want to become a professional writer also. So it is very beneficial for me that I should learn from my fellow authors, from my budding writers, from writing enthusiasts, that to get better version of myself. So my fourth book will be based on personality development. It will be on work ethics, on success mantras, how to live a full-fledged fulfilling life. Even I have also written one research paper on this, that how to lead a fulfilling and well-balanced life in 2020 and beyond. So my fourth book, my upcoming project will be the exaggerated version of this research paper, and that will be obviously a self-help book, a non-fiction book, and I just wish that it will be also become a bestseller.
We also wish the same for you. And have you chosen a name yet for it?
No, I have not chosen, but yes, I have that kind of quite storyline in my mind. Even I have not started creating my first draft yet. I am just working on its subtopics, sub-chapters, sub-themes. But yes, name I would take, because these non-fictions have a very different kind of nomenclature. So name I would just give that 30 days of success, or 1 month of lifelong life. These will be because I would choose one number for my book. One number I will include in the title.
All right. So this future book that you are like expecting by 2021. So is there a message that you would like to give to the writers and the people associated with this book regarding anything that you have in mind?
Yes, there can be many tips and tricks. Like firstly, I would say to all the writing enthusiasts that firstly, consider this fact that writing is just a matter of your self-expression. Don't take it as a burden. After, when you have realized your passion for writing, your love for writing, just go with it. Don't overthink on it. Just firstly, just write for your own self-satisfaction, for your own contentment. Don't think initially that how you will be promoting your book, how you will be publishing your book. That are the things that are secondary, that don't have that kind of primary importance. So firstly, go with your passion, go with the flow. But afterwards, in the publishing phase, there are many things that you need to consider. Like you need to search for the best publication houses and all. And one thing I would like to say, that don't copy paste in this field, because plagiarism is a big issue in this field. Even big publication houses, they will not accept your written work if they are finding any kind of plagiarism in it. Then I would say be very particular with when you are selecting your titles or you are designing your cover page, because people say that don't judge a book by its cover, but still people do, and they have that kind of option with them, that we, even whenever we are selecting one book, we are picking one book to read, then we also go with the same thing. We also judge it by its cover firstly. So this is a myth, this is a misconception. So I would say this, be very particular, be very specific whenever you are selecting your this title and your design cover page. Then I would say attend some kind of writing workshops also, that will help you. Even in this period, there are many writing workshops, many creative writing contests as well. And I would say a big no to procrastination in this field, because you need to, this is not a one day task or one night task. You have to write thousands of words, you need to write a number of chapters. So you need to be very patient and firm determined in this. It is not so that your first book will become a bestseller. Even this, my third book has become the bestseller, not the first one. So with the time, you will be getting improved. I think so. Be very patient, and be very specific with the criticism also. Whenever with for our books, we get positive criticism also, we get negative criticism also. Even by God's grace, I have not got any negative criticism, but still it happens that people take in their mind, their heart, and then they just give up in the middle of their writing phase. And after they are just demotivated, they get discouraged. So I would say, don't go with that, don't panic. The Almighty God will help you in the entire process. And even I would say, if any aspiring writer here, they will be watching our video, and if they are in a dilemma how to get started, what they should do, then I will be there. You can freely approach me. I will be more than happy to help them.
Yeah, as a writer, it is more of a joy when people start following you and ask you for advice.
Yes.
So, as we are nearing towards the end of today's interview, so is there a last message that you would like to give to the audience?
Yes, even this current time is quite challenging, but I would say don't panic. Have faith in God, be very optimistic, be very positive. Even these things sound very ideal, but these are the biggest aspects of life, I would say. Have faith in God, have some kind of spiritual guidance also, because today people have become materialistic these days. They are just indulging in worldly pleasures, but they are not accepting that we are only travelers, or everyone has to die one day. So I would say, go with your goals, keep hustling, keep working hard, but with that, try to enjoy life also and accomplish your goals, because no one is going to help you to accomplish your goals except your relatives, friends, or family members.
So it was a really nice message that you let out to the audience, and I hope the audience will take this and apply it to their lives. And thank you so much for joining us today. It was pleasure talking to you.
Yes, same here. And even we had a very nice talk, great conversation together.
Thank you, Azim, for taking out some precious time for this interview and letting out this message and your story of success to the people watching the show. And everyone who's been watching the show, stay tuned for more such episodes on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Till now, stay safe, and yes, goodbye.